open continental Pianetia, a pizza man, chicken man, the whole Ghana, or Mapiti baby, or Freya pa, let your number. Then would you show to the yes, it's very tasted and delicious. My request here, the Yaban, pizza man, chicken man. I love these people because they are very, very serviceable. Thank you very much.
Yo, Abusia for movie account plus one TV. So I don't mind person not subscribe. No share. Many years ago, Abusia for fan channel. Yada so Atsu family house Ogbojo Accra. Na yenya one family member. Unim Atsu enkwara abrim. Atsu ni bibia unim. Unim Atsu asepa. Yaka so bi ni mu bi ase a. But maka say boxer shots a nyina unim. Na me person no aboni din. Openyi Makwaba. What your first say?
Robert.
Robert.
Yes.
Now me buy me say Thomas.
Yeah. I'm not for baby na me Thomas. You say Thomas you know.
Openyi ya tini tie say uni machu ye pa. Me ni kan me busa sa achu yo de.
Atsu say I'm more or less I say me market.
Okay.
Yes, because now the way is county Emma those days Gan district.
Gan district, okay.
Yeah, for school under 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so on one of my scouting rounds to scout for Gan is now. That was in 2002.
2002.
21 years ago.
21. Wow.
Yes, and then because you share on games inter schools. You watch and then we pick the best ones to represent the district.
Straight.
So we now know Medina and Quantana.
Medina and Quantana.
Yes, that's a district now on circuit. Now on. So I saw a couple of them. Because I said that particular Omomu team now, there were about 8 left-footed players.
Okay, no one left.
Yes.
Okay.
There were about 8 left-footed players in the team. And then one other guy. So we picked all of them, and that's where we started the journey.
Wow.
And it's it happens after some years when I met the mom and the siblings, it's family.
Wow.
Yeah. So
okay, now you say Ushiano, now only the family.
No, now I was just scouting for the Ghana West. At that time, I think he was about just 10 years old.
10 years old?
Yes. Not actually, you were 10 at that time.
Wow.
So, after we picked him, we called Tema, Echo Ball in the district. He was our captain. He took the best player. I think it's a TV station from the UK. I don't want to misinform.
Okay.
But one of the big stations from UK intervened us at that time.
Okay.
In 2002, and I remember that finals very well because I was more or less like the person in charge of them and their coaches because I'm here scouting in my district. Even though we lost that finals, like he was the man of the tournament.
Okay.
Even at that time, the first major tournament, he was the player of the tournament, and I think that was where he began to be popular because everybody at that tournament knew him.
What you say, like 12 players, let's say 24, right? Yeah. 12.
No, he was exceptional. Actually, he's very smallish.
Okay.
And at that time, he was very, very smallish. But Ofabo now, he doesn't care who comes, whether you like it or not. And as somebody, I'm scouting for the best to represent my district. He was the first person, he was the guys we picked, and he captained us to say, they call inter regionals. He played for the regional teams, fair enough, and then the whole thing started from there.
Wow, very, very interesting story. We are Asante, and that's all you do.
No, we are Asante. We are from Volta.
Volta region.
That's right.
Okay, so what did you get?
Enya Papa.
Enya Papa. But my person was explaining the meaning of scout. Actually, those watching you. In a tree.
Yeah, scout. Eba football mu a obi a ɔhwɛ players a opiki the best out
from
it.
The 12 players,
on the field. Playing,
okay.
you pick the best out of it, and then it was a very rigorous exercise because you pick from circuit. From circuit, you go to districts. You go into district now. We pick again for the regional team. He made it through to all the stages till the regional teams are ball regionals.
Wow.
So he was a regional asset even as at that time.
Oh, Kasanoka said 21 years
ago, 2002.
2020.
He was 10 years.
She was 10 years.
Yes.
And how old was you?
Very young, very, very young. Let me USS in Chile. I was a teenager by then.
Wow. And I'm far, you make us at home.
It's a talent. I scout, and I was scouting for a whole district. And then
yes, more,
and the coaches that I was working under, they were elderly people.
Okay.
But they trusted my judgment, said I could deliver good players for them.
So from Unya Achu, who's Achu, this guy, he can help, or your best player, How was the journey?
The journey has not been smooth. It's been very rough. I took it as a personal project. So after the tournament, maybe home, the parents,
okay,
because he was a Medina, and that was where I realized that no, he's not just somebody I picked, but his family. He was talking to the mom and the siblings, and I realized that we are
one family.
And so that was how it was started.
Okay. Once Ghana have bibia and as I'm on an import, they out to coin, maybe a contract, obia, and my family banner kwa jini sekendi, and my family offer you out in the family, and maybe who was here from what's national. Those kind of issues now, as in
those issues didn't come up.
Okay.
Because at that very tender age, he was snapped by Feyenoord. I don't know if you know Feyenoord.
Feyenoord.
Goma Fete of Feyenoord Academy. Sure. Feyenoord in Rotterdam.
Yes.
On Baby Academy of Ghana. Those days, Ohana Harisinafo, Solomon Asante, Makati Mo, Nafiu, all those guys came from Feyenoord. So he was snapped up by Feyenoord at a very early age. So it wasn't long then I called Feyenoord. So there was no issue with anybody. It has to do with contract and anything. Because from there he went there, and then that was where he started his proper football.
That was where he started then proper football.
Yes. I think there's a radio station.
Okay, yeah, very important. It's a topic. Because who didn't achieve that many of the Black Star?
Oh, Black Star Media, it was almost about a decade after. From Feyenoord, he had to go to Porto, FC Porto.
Okay.
And then, actually, no, Feyenoord got bought tournaments. Almost to 2 coins. As at that time, it's one of the most prestigious academies that was set up in the country. So, see, an NA with Wafa, West African Football Academy, was Feyenoord, and they were at Goma Fete. And now they've moved to Red Bull. I don't know if you know Red Bull Academy.
Red Bull Academy.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Red Bull. Maybe a Red Bull was a Siam. That's where they have moved to. Yeah, and he was there until I think 2007 or 2008. And then he had to move from there. And then through there, it was registered with Cheetah. And then he went to Porto. Yes.
Okay. And say Obi discover Obi that's Obi do Obi for project. That's an artist percentage wise and as a contract wise. Any family in free one Obi do the was it in a contract base or percentage say actually?
No. I actually had my own thing that I was doing. I was scouting for Ga West as at that time. So my and my main focus at that time was no money. And I wasn't scouting them because we wanted to make money.
Okay.
I was scouting for a district. So after that, then that's it. We move on. But it happens he was lucky. Not Oboku's team this. At least if there's credit, we should give it to where it is due.
So apart from Achu, the biggest player many players, different players, and they are very huge. I work in that.
I will distract you.
But I say, apart from Machu, we are scouting there. Hopefully, we'll be share players. Apart from Machu, only big player be our working that.
Oh yeah, they are, and some of them are even playing outside now. But I think so. Let's just narrow the
Okay.
conversation to Achu for
Machu.
now,
Okay.
because
Okay.
most of those things there's player management confidentiality that you have to respect.
Okay. Nice.
But a lot of them, yeah.
Machu free Ghana ha eko amanoni eko ye eko di ni juma no. Unya kunya ko eko visit no.
Uh, I I've been around all the place,
Okay.
so I followed him keenly. I followed him.
You know, say human beings sometimes mistakes or sometimes our war, sometimes like any year. Umiti are true and then far now for as obey a family, a best scout here, you know. More in your issue be and talk be oh, bibia, skabiaba, Debbie, Mefasi, and I said, Memo, Obia, almost
Yes.
Kabi now. Okay, you said why yes for money, but at least you are a human being.
If if you have a problem with Achu, then you have a problem. I don't know say they make cannot say.
Matthias here, meaning that we
Only no any problem in the what problem. Because he is somebody who is very down to earth and very responsible. Let me use that word. So at a very tender age, he knows what he is about and he knows what he wants to do. So Pass only maybe same. And he's one of the people when you tell him to do something and yeah, elderly person, look at you say you want it. Even if he doesn't want to do it, he won't disrespect you in your face. Look at you say what it. And later on, Ube on now we be saying, say, I asked you to do this. Look at you say you.
okay.
And I just want to. That's the kind of person you won't have problem with. You won't. I heard the former captain of the senior national team, Asamajan,
Someone
also saying the same thing today. And I'm like, oh, that's the kind of person he is.
wow.
When you have a problem, then you yourself, you should have a problem.
Oh yeah, donations be brave. We and about. I had to be brave. A bomber for be brave. But Otias, you know, sad videos now pop up. Do you think that we celebrate bad news?
We don't celebrate bad news. I think that it depends on the individual doing the
Publishing.
not publishing, the individual doing whatever he thinks is responsible
Okay.
on his part. We who say ABA, Obi who chine was say Obani Pano. And some I don't see the reason why he should go with cameras. Because there are some people that are embarrassed even with that situation. Oh boy, I didn't always so trying to go to TV show. I'm not saying that was the thing, but he is just one kind of things that if something needs to be done, it should be done. There is no need for any publicity or anything about it. So he he's not for it.
Enough for it.
Yes.
Working with this big player like this, we buy him and also we are very simple. What is your secret? Because as you said, you know, only players be there working all over the country, all over the world. Only a truly a juma, but you do very simple.
Let me ask one question.
Okay,
I will narrow it to Achu because he's the person we are dealing with now.
sure.
You know Achu.
Yeah.
Yati exploits Hawaii. We know the kind of achievements our achieve, and I believe, sir, the kind of philanthropic worker why and the way. So life is all about impact.
That's okay.
Obeye oh be abrabom. Somebody will see you and say senya asimisi yanka. It's better than whatever quote unquote. I don't believe in saying yes, it will be a sample. I don't know what simplicity is. If you know what you are about and you know why you live and you identify what you are called for or you are brought into this world to do, you do it and you do it wholeheartedly. There is no way about anything. It's just life.
It's just life.
Yes, and at the end of the day, it's not what you wear or what you do or anything, but it's the life that you have touched. That's Ebekasa Ama. And the people are not talking about the football Achu played, which is normal, it's fine. They are talking. Most people are talking about the things
He did.
Achu Aye. And Amanfo Bibre, Abia would not even know him. But before they even know, say he's a footballer, no, I better take some time, kakra, because everybody's like, NYSC. They are not even talking about the ball. They're not even talking about goal now. Share now, FA best goal of 2015. Can we? They are not talking about him being, say, of a player of a tournament, one of the Nations Cup. No. It's all about Adiawaye. I think, say, that should be life.
That should be life.
Yes, that should be life.
Or say only Achunya encounter almost 21 years. He was 10 years, as you said.
10 years.
On say issue the bar and I say a war emanipa and kabumuba. Manipa in Abishia and then shall be wedding. So time I want to yes, what brepa. It's what tone you means and kind of the crown has a just social media and something.
Oh, life there, Obia was story. And if Obi catch you say, because Sebi Wabeye Kesi, let me use Omompini, former President Rawlings as an example.
Okay.
When Rawlings became heads of states and Sinai became president, the Titin same YSA, he was not shy of his roots. And I think, say, most of Achu's philanthropic and the heart he had for humanity, would be the experience he had when he was growing up. He will tell you so he doesn't believe say I was a baby brain. That is the kind of mindset he had right from the beginning. He doesn't believe say I was a nipa brain. Yes. And Unjinji say I was a nipa brain. So no matter what he have, say here will be seen now.
Okay.
Yes.
Abusia your brother Dinkum Libre. Yambra main topic in so earthquake the Achu echo like cratchy. What's his story no? Was it bloggers in I try to get numbers on YouTube and answer on their platform?
No, I didn't. I knew he was supposed to travel, Sir Anajono.
Okay.
Yes. So when I heard say the earthquake had happened, in that region, I didn't mind. I didn't bother.
Okay, you thought about travel.
I didn't like. It was a very unfortunate situation, but I didn't pay so much. Let me use the word. So I didn't pay so much attention to it until in the morning. Me call say they can't find him, and I'm sure he's supposed to travel. So by now, I'm sure say he's on board, he's on flight. That's why I didn't here. But before I heard again too from Club, and he said he cancelled his flight. Cancelled the tickets and so we need to find him. So now we have to go in for him. So we were in touch with the club, and then the news started coming, and before all that happened, so it was very tough. But this is where we've got into now, and it's very unfortunate. Say Bibisa AC, but Nyame and the Atuche Ghana and the Achumaya, and I won't stand here and say Nyame na ye, but I can only say Nyankopon in Bibia, and for onwani mremono, the AC and the AC. That's all I can say.
Oh, you're a very close party. Obi a took on your a cancel flight at the Chenya. Well, Obi a born probably brave. Do you think that I'm going to born on life Indiana?
I don't think so, because I believe say Nyankopon enema provision. It is God that provides. And me personally, I believe, say, if God has seen in His own finite wisdom, we won't say, if actually is gone off the scene, people will perish. People would not go on the kind of helper or helping company. They won't get it again. I don't think that this will happen. But I believe that at the time this is happening, he himself is making a substitution. According to football, he himself is making a substitution that will come and take over from him. That I believe very well.
Okay. Achu if you are baby metima kazi bia koshia na mo hage as brothers mo sre achu yankwa enra oba wa ma edene nine oba no shada kem as a close party I will need bia secret bia cry bia minimum bia ni then
I couldn't watch the thing. I was on the tarmac in Dra. But I think from the time the flight taxied along the and they opened the thing and they started bringing out things, I left the place to stand somewhere. But when the ceremony started, we had to be there, so I had to be there. But Minister said, I can't describe what went on yesterday. I don't think I saw a lot of things that happened yesterday, even though I was standing right on the time of the Biamuye ceremony. I don't think. And it's something I even don't want to remember. So I'm happy it went that way.
This is our last question here. So they say no, Achuya Ghana dia. Let's say we are there.
That's right.
Ono ba ye no, enye obia na sebi ofiri mu a onya sam panyimfo no etanachi. Vice President, no more speech. Panyimfo akase wo Ghana. Ayi ni preparation to say. Mo ye mo ade. Mo de date ba.
Just as the Vice President said yesterday, the government has decided to work in consultation with the family,
Okay,
to give him a befitting burial that he deserves. So preparations are going on, and I think because government had come in at the right time, the communique will be released to the general public to follow suit as to what is going to happen and their because in the coming days. So things are being done.
on the media na aswase mu pa
Yeah.
all over the place. Mo kuma bia update. Sorry. Do you think that media no publish bad news more than good news because Achu Bobo Aboche no or she goes, oh come you can also aje what be
Yeah, he 2015 said I'm not a fire player of the tournament.
yes
Nations Cup.
but I don't think they as a media be publish it than Sunny way. You think that you publish bad news more than good news, Anna?
I think it's human nature. I don't know how to put it, but I think 21st century you want to see bad news sells
More than good news.
more than good news. And that is how, unfortunately, that is how it has become. And I wouldn't say media is eager now in rush to publish bad news, but whatever comes into the media domain, you have to be circumspect and sieve and take what you have to take. So as for the media there, you can't blame the media and you can't accuse media of publishing bad news now. That is
work.
it. It's their work.
Okay.
And you have to choose what you read. Yes. So it's fine.
Obey that was it. Thank you very much. About shedding also I go for ensure na omo ahoden what you doing now. There more big players help Ghana football no. That was very. Abusia any everybody hwe nkomo no. Waka nsem bebre. Ohwa okasa kwana no hope because obi a oben atwusa no na atoranchem kesi we ato no. Ghana for the ebe soon but wa oben no wa no very closer or frail testing no. Muna munim how the pain is.
Hey,
Muna munim how the pain is. Eti yara so atwi family house ewo Ojogbo Accra.
I mean, say why
Any single update bi ano.
Say, we be able.
Keep watching Plus One TV.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.